Hello and welcome back to the Reapers with me, Tanky. Today I'm going to review something a little different for us. It's the Elegoo Saturn 2 3D printer. The generous people over at Elegoo have sent this over for the purpose of review, but I've not been asked to give any favourable comments by them, so everything here is my own honest opinion. Obligatory safety warning. When doing anything with a Resin 3D printer, please ensure that you are wearing gloves and working in a well ventilated area. I have to say this is an extremely well packed and protected setup. Whilst you can see many unboxing videos on YouTube, I won't cover that here, but needless to say I am very impressed, so well done Elegoo. The printer itself is made from an all metal case, and the machine itself has this futuristic look to it. It measures 30 centimeters in width and 24 centimeters in depth and 54 centimeters in height, and as you can see it quite nicely fits on the corner of my desk here. The build volume of the plate is 21.9 centimeters in length and 12.3 centimeters in depth, with a build height of 25 centimeters, and this is over the top of a 10-inch 8K mono screen. This is great for printing miniatures and small busts, but more importantly for us simpit guys, you can easily print the controls that we want to make for our simpits. It comes with all the tools that you could expect, so Allen keys for making adjustments to the build plate, for levelling and changing out the FEP plastic sheet. At the bottom of the front here we have the power button, which has a nice reassuring click to it when you press it, and the controls for this are all done via the touchscreen on the front here, and this is split into three areas: tools, systems and print. Inside tools you'll find all the settings for levelling the print bed, cleaning the tank, raising and lowering the Z-axis. And in system, this will allow you to calibrate the touch screen, change language, show the firmware, and also contact support in case anything goes wrong. And then we have the print area, which will show you a handy little screenshot of the print and the name of it when you will need to go ahead and print it. So all you need to do is select it and then press the play symbol and the machine will start the printing process. On the right hand side here we have the USB port, and I'm using that with a USB extender just to make it a little bit easier for me transferring files from my computer over to the printer itself. On top of this we have the actual resin tank itself, and this comes with a couple of nice little features on it. There's a nice little white max fill line here, and it's also held down by a couple of screws on the top. You can also find that on the underside it's got four little handy stands which are really good for locating it on the machine itself, and also if you decide to place it down on a surface it means you're not going to get anything in contact with the base of the FEP sheet. Then we have a 10-inch 8K mono LCD screen that allows for nice crisp printing, and it comes with a tempered glass screen protector built in on top. Also this new bit of tech in the form of a Fresnel type lens that we see in the likes of VR headsets, which is been put in there to ensure that you get a cleaner and more even spread of UV light onto the resin tank itself. Behind this we have a USB carbon filter to help get rid of any unpleasant resin smell, but unfortunately customs have confiscated the carbon block that was in mine, and so I'm just waiting on a replacement from that from Elegoo for that. With that, you do have to remember that the USB port that this plugs into is only to be used for this USB carbon filter, not for anything else like plugging in the USB stick to try and get in any extra prints out of it or anything like that. We then move up to the Z-axis here, and you can see this is a nice dual rail Z-axis with a single screw in there, and it allows for nice smooth movement on the Z-axis and also great accuracy within the prints itself. And then connected to this we have the removable build plate, which is attached via this large chunky screw, and they've also altered the way the head looks as well. The build plate itself is sandblasted, and you can see here there's a couple of marks from where I've been doing my test prints, where I've been taking them off. After that we've got finally this red cover. This does help filter out the UV light a little bit, but not particularly to a great deal. So if you do have it in any area like I do here, where it could be exposed to bright sunlight. I'd advise getting a cover to go over the top of it just to stop any light coming through. And on the back it also has a removable cutout here, which would allow you to put any of your custom ventilation into it. So let's actually show off what this machine can do. So with that, I went off and I printed a Tornado GR1, and this model itself is 21 centimeters in length. And as you can see, the details here are nice and clean and crisp, and this is the sort of thing that we would come to expect from a resin printer of this quality. But I think where this really shines for all of us who are into setting up a sim pit is what I'm about to show you. And what we have here is the right side of a TDAC grip from the Apache, and this will be fully functional once I've put all the electronics and switches into it. But as you can see, the actual texture of the grip itself is nice and smooth with clean, crisp details on here, and it all fits together really nicely. So this allows us to customize all of our sim pits to ourselves. All in all, I have to say that my experience with this setup has been fantastic, and pricing as of May 2022 is $500 for a limited amount of stock plus shipping direct from Elegoo. But this will raise to the regular price of $600 once those limited stocks have run out. So in conclusion, I have to say this is the best resin 3D printer I have used so far, and it is a true joy to use. So well done Elegoo for producing another great machine here. I've been Tanky from the Grim Reapers, and I look forward to seeing what you have done with your own 3D printers very soon.